The weekend that it was really, really cold in Seattle, I went to bed really late. And then I looked at my phone at 4 a.m. and I had just like so many missed calls from like the landlord, from my team. And I was like, oh my God, what happened? And of course, to find out the pipe had broke and flooded the entire kitchen, flooded the entire dining room. One of those moments where you're like, what the heck do I do? I just gotta like, show up and figure out what to do next. I think being Filipino American, food has been my way to connect to my culture and being Filipino. I think for a lot of us that grew up here, we weren't able to learn the language or like speak Tagalog, or maybe we understand it. I think the easiest way for our parents and our grandparents was to pass down food as knowledge for us. The passing down of the culture by way of food, it's an entry point for all of us. And I think that's why it's so important. The pipe burst, and it was a pipe that was above the kitchen. So it flooded this whole area over here, all over the equipment, and then it went into this middle dining room here. So we had to have everything redone, new insulation. We had to wait for that to dry. We ended up just remodeling and putting in some new equipment. Yeah, it's pretty rough, but we're excited because I think it looks really beautiful now. I think the rebuilding process, what we thought was only going to be a couple months, ended up being 5 months. That's a long time. Everyone's just like super excited to be in this space. Not reopening was never an option. I now take care of over 30 people, and that's not an option to not provide them with work and opportunities, and to just like get back to what it is that we do, which is like cooking food and sharing it with our people and community. We've always been about community. We've always invested in community. The fact that that's always been part of our like ethos, that's what's lent to our success as well. I think people connect with that. But I never thought it would be like this. There was not a lot of representation growing up. I think that's been a really big part of this journey. Earlier this year, we were nominated as a semi-finalist for the Janus Beard, and then the pipe burst. And then we were still nominated as finalists, which is a huge, honor and I think testament to what it is that we've built. We've been really pushing towards opening this month. We knew we were going to the Beard Awards for Chicago. And I was like, all right, June 13th it is. Like, let's go. I've just been really pushing hard to get here.
We're still celebrating. Even though we didn't win the James Beard Award, we earned that nomination really hard. I know that we're going to have some guests that are going to be kind of bummed that we didn't win, but like, we don't chase those awards. We're here for them. And I know that, especially being friends and family tonight, like, we know that every single person is here for us, and they've always supported us. So it's going to be a good night.
I'm really excited. I think that you guys have worked so hard to get here. I'm just so grateful for your patience and your confidence and your willingness to ride this out with us. Chicago was really a celebration of us. We've never been about the accolades. We've never been about trying to chase anything. We've always just been trying to create a place that could represent us, that showcased who we were, that took care of the community, that continues to take care of the community, and that will be around for a long time. It just feels really good to be home. I think for all of us, it was really hard. We've gone through it, and I think people are ready to celebrate with us and to celebrate us and us being back open. So cheers to y'all. Well, I love you.
Hanset's going to 8.
As a child, you know, I was so like ashamed of Filipino food in my lunchbox, but now it's like I want all my like nephews and nieces and you know, the future generations to know, right? Like, you are Filipino and that food is delicious and you can share it with people. I think that's what's important, just reclaiming what it is to be Filipino.